So you want to have godlike aim in Valorant? Well, I'll teach you how to do that today. First, you're going to need the right aim trainer. Second, you're going to need the right aim training guide, which will be me. And number 3, you will need the right mindset. Now number 2 and 3 go together when you're looking at guides and the right mindset, but I'll go into depth whenever we get to there. So number 1, what kind of aim trainer are you going to need? Well, there's 2 aim trainers in specific that you're going to need. First, you have Aimlabs, which is free, and then you have Kovaaks, which is $10. Now, what I will say is, I would, if you can, I would invest in Covax, because honestly, there's a lot more guides to follow when it comes to that, and they have some good papers on that, and that's what I'll be following today, is a paper. So for people who use Aimlabs, don't you worry, I got you covered still, and I will be giving you a pop-up on screen, a video on searching up playlists on how to find training routines on Aimlabs so you're not left out in this guide. They may not be specific, but they are really good training guides made by FPS Coach, and if you follow them, you'll definitely achieve good aim as well. You Aimlabs people, I told you I would not forget you, so I'm going to teach you how to add the playlist so you can get the appropriate training so you can achieve godly aim. Now what you want to do is you want to go over to custom, then what you want to do is click on workshop. Then what you want to do is you want to go into this bar, type in FPS Coach, okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to pop up, it should be FPS by Rambo. Rambo is the coach name. Then what you want to do is click download, 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 download. Okay, after you click download, then you're going to click on playlist, and it should be right there. So then what you're going to do is you're going to go to the home screen, click on training, click on playlist, and then you're going to come up with a screen, be like, where's my playlist at? It's not right there, don't worry. Click on saved playlist, and you have this. This will help you a lot more, because what it will do, it adds a whole bunch of stuff that is vertical flicking, whatever you need, it is here for you. These are quite hard, let me add, but they will help you in the long run as long as you can get used to them. Remember to practice 30 minutes a day with these, and let's move on to our Kovacs guide. Once you download Kovacs for $10, you'll get greeted by, you'll get greeted by this. You'll basically load into the game and you'll be automatically like this, and you're like, well, Nathan, what do I do from here? Well, click escape. Okay, now before we actually go into what routines you're going to be doing, please go into your settings, click on the game that you want, Valorant. It's going to automatically set your FOV, then you're going to put up your sensitivity, and there you go, you're all good to go, you're all set. Now you're going to get into the routines. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go down this bottom left and create a new playlist. Once you create a new playlist, you will see it pop up over here on the side of the screen. Then what you will do is you'll name that playlist benchmarks. So basically you'll kind of look like this, and you'll click on this, name it benchmarks. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go over here and go to online scenarios. First, you're gonna add bounce 180, Sparky, right here. Then you're gonna add bounce 180 tracking, and then you're gonna add pass-through track invincible V2. Now you're asking, Nathan, why do I need to add these? Well, these will be your benchmarks and set what you need to do, whether it's advanced course, beginner, intermediate, sub-intermediate, advanced, sub, aim beast. There's many to them. I'll be leaving a paper, I'll put a paper up on screen, leaving the benchmarks for you, and I'll also be putting this paper in the comment section and also in my description. This paper will tell you what training courses to take and what training courses to do. So when you do 10 runs of each of these, you'll find out what your highest score is. Whenever you find out your highest score, you'll go back to the paper and you'll find out what you are. Now, if you are, for example, let's just use mine, a sub-intermediate aimer, what you'll do, now you'll scroll down, you'll find your paper, you'll find out what you need to do, and now you got to decide, what would you like to do? Would you like to do a tracking routine, a click timing routine, and or a balanced routine? Now, Personally, I would do a balanced routine. I used to do the click timing routine because I like playing Valorant, and Valorant was a click timing routine, but a balanced routine covers more. Don't worry if you do click a click timing routine or you want to do a tracking routine. They have a mix of everything in them. It just has more for click timing, and it kind of suits what you're trying to play. But if you're trying to play Valorant, CSGO, any game like that, I would go with click timing routine. If you're trying to play like Overwatch and it has a mix, I would go with balanced routine. And if you're trying to do tracking kind of like Call of Duty, Halo, or something like that, I would go with a tracking routine. But honestly, I would just go with a balanced routine. Anyways, once you find out what routine you want to do, you type in routine that you need to do. Then you could do 10 minutes of each, 8, 10, 10. For example, my routine, it requires air nuns, IO medium, and a bunch of stuff like that. I'll have these pop up right here. Then you do 10 minutes of these each day. Now, how long should you practice? I say you should practice at least an hour, 30 minutes to an hour a day. And when you do this each day, you start building up muscle memory. That's actually what aiming is muscle memory. That's how pros can flick to a head. That's how pros can do certain things like that. Now, once you do flick to the head and you hit different shots, then boom. You do these courses for about 3 to 4 weeks. And whenever you do these courses 3 to 4 weeks, then you go back to benchmarks. Test again, you get higher, then you scroll on to the next one. And you keep doing that repeatedly. Now guys, remember, if you are practicing, do not overwork yourself. If you're starting to get hurt, your arm is hurting or something like that, please do not overwork yourself. Now, the third and final, which is your mindset. When you are going for better aim or you're going to do anything in a game, you need to have a good mindset. And now, this is the hardest thing to achieve in gaming, because as you can see, some of the pros are like a brick wall. Their mindsets are solid and they just don't care what other people think. This is the kind of mindset that you need. You need to stay positive throughout your training. Yes, sometimes it can get tedious and get pretty hard, but you need to stay positive, because that will get you to achieve better goals. When you can stay positive, it will go a long way. It will just open up a different window in your whole life, like literally. If you stay positive and you keep training, you keep at it, you will hit pro aim. My name is Fearz, and that is my pro aiming guide. I hope it was quick. I hope it wasn't everywhere, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you all. Stay awesome.